Yay! How's everybody doing?
Amazing, I'm sure.
Of course. Ashley and Derek here. We wanted to run through some exciting news on Cascade. I think most of you noticed that some new levels were released today, which is super exciting. Windswept Acres. It's got this whole really wonderful farm theme around it.
And tornadoes.
And tornadoes. A little Wizard of Oz twist. So we're going to run through some of those today. We also wanted to take a quick peek at the staff pick. Dave designed this one and Kyle selected it. It has a bedrock challenge.
Yep, it's remove all bedrocks.
That's the right term.
Yep.
And hit pay is the name of it. So we'll play that first, then we'll run through some of these new levels from Windswept Acres. If you have any questions specifically, go ahead and add those into the comments while you're watching, and we'll try to get to them. The only other thing I wanted to mention is watch for a bonus on hammers this weekend in the store, and also you will see an increase in there will be a boost in gold in each pack, so look for that as well. And
anything else?
That's it. I mean, and maybe, one more plug for the daily spin. Always good to do the daily spin. Never forget.
And
okay.
If you don't have access to daily spins, it's because you're not authenticated yet, so go ahead and authenticate, and then you'll get access to daily spins and tournaments and all that amazing stuff.
Those prizes, they come in handy.
And if you get your save data.
Oh yeah, what did I say? If you run over your phone, the car or something. I've never done that.
Stop putting your phone
never
under the
tires. Yes, this is if you switch devices or go from a tablet to a phone. Setting up an account will help you keep all of your data in the game, so all of your progress and things like that. So don't forget.
Don't forget.
Okay, that's it.
All right, so I'm just checking out the new level right now. So far, it's basic bedrock stuff. We need to use the pickaxes match of the same color, and it will destroy all bedrock of that color. So I need a yellow match over on the left. So hopefully that'll happen on this next spin. All right, perfect, got it. So I match my bedrock, breaks all the rocks down, and then we just continue on. The other pickaxes are contained inside jails, which means that you have to match the same color right next to it. Or it has to match the same color inside of it. So since there's a blue gem for the blue pickaxe, I would need to match a blue with that, and that would break the gel, but it won't break the gem, and then I break the gem afterwards with another match. I'm just, I should be aiming
hoping
right
for.
now. Yeah, my free spins. That's the current goal, is just to get some free spins. There's a chance.
I'm crossing fingers that you get a blue. Oh.
Nope, no free spin yet. And no good matches yet. So I'm just keep trucking through it right now. There's nothing big. There's no secret mechanic here. Just patience and progress. We'll get there. Always some patience.
And observing patterns.
All right, we were looking for a green. We didn't get a green, but we did get a blue. And blue is the next in line. So if I had matched the green, broke the green out, and then matched the green, it would have broke the middle row, which wouldn't have made any more space. Having the additional space above by breaking the blue one is nice. The other one that I can break right now is I was able to do one charge on the jails as well. Again, going for our free spin. There we go. And perfect. Got my free spin.
So I was just going to share the notes from Kyle on this one, and you can see this on our Facebook page too. He says, bedrock is my favorite mechanic because breaking bedrock is a permanent effect, which feels really satisfying.
It does.
When you match the pickaxe, you've accomplished something good, and this level in particular is fun because each pickaxe clears a huge area, even if that area isn't necessarily useful yet.
Right, and that was the thing I was talking about, is if you had matched the green one before the blue one, you would have created an empty space, and it wouldn't have been useful yet. But then when you match the blue one after that, you would have created 2 whole rows, and it would have felt pretty satisfying there. So I'm going to start trying to work down this, the green jail. I've got it, only one more match required there. And all this one requires is that you clear all the bedrocks. There's no big special thing, so get the biggest score you can before you match your final gem.
Yep, so you can get all your stars.
Yep, and now a trick here is to intentionally not match, words are hard, intentionally not match your bedrocks for like your reds or your greens, and that way you can save it if you really want to pump up your score. You can just leave them inside their jail, make all kinds of matches, and then you will, when you finally do make the match, you'll have access to a much higher score because you kind of just left them up there while you just generated a bunch of free points. So that's, if you're trying to hit the 3-star on this one, that's my best piece of advice for you. Leave the maybe just the green and the red are probably the two that I would leave inside their cages. That way you can build up your score.
Yeah. And this one, the staff picks are always, somebody designed it from our level design team, and then somebody else within the game team has picked it as one of their favorites. But we always also double the gem reward for this level when it is a staff pick. So that's the bonus for you. Not only do you get to play the super fun level picked by our level design team, you get to see their faces on our Facebook and in-game posts, which is kind of fun. You get to meet them. But you also get double gems.
Which is awesome. So I just created a super match and then I'm out of spins and no! Now it says that I have 7 bedrock left, but technically I only really need to make 1 green match to win this. Either I could use a hammer to finish this off if I needed to, and that would break the 7 stones because all I need to do is hit the 1 pickaxe, or I could, do a super match or a shifter if that was, or I can just continue. Continue would probably be a good way to, if I wanted to build up my score a little bit more. But I was 1 match away. It was a close game.
Yeah, and you definitely need a big score to get those second and third stars.
Yeah. So you're going to want to leave those hanging up top and focus on your free spins, so that you can really get a big multiplier here. Now remember, more free spins you have, the larger the multiplier, and then if you complete it, like let's say that you have like a spin left and 6 times multiplier, you'll go up to a 7 times multiplier, and then it's going to go through and it'll be huge, right? It's a lot of score there. So anyways, that was our staff pick. Bedrocks are pretty cool. You all already know, if you've watched us before, I'm a huge fan of chain reaction levels, and so I like there's a few bedrock levels that I enjoy that have to do with opening up spaces that like with bedrock things that allow for your chain reaction to happen. So it's pretty much you're unlocking a puzzle over time.
Awesome.
And so yeah, those are pretty awesome to me too.
Those interactions, I think, on the board, and then all of the big flashy moments that the visual effects. I know. That's one of the best parts of this game.
Super satisfying.
All of these little hidden things you have to unlock that you don't even really recognize you have to unlock when you first look at the level. That's kind of cool.
All right, so we're in the new thing. Got an awesome, adorable puppy here. So our new mechanic is a little tornado mechanic. And what it is, let's see if we can get one on screen here. I'm going to make some matches and see if we can get some tornadoes to fall down. Okay, so we got one on the right. It says 5, and then it's got the little swirl around the gem. It's the red gem. And so what this means is that in 5 turns, kind of like a bomb, it's a timer that counts down. In 5 turns, that gem will fly away. So if I don't match it in time, then the gem will go away. It doesn't hurt you or anything like that. It's just you don't get that gem. So let's say, this could be used for your advantage, or it could be terribly unlucky. Like, this kind of helps you prioritize your moves. You really need to think ahead because you need to know this gem's 2 turns from flying away. I don't want to wait too long. So sometimes you'll have to make a move that you normally wouldn't. Like you'd match below another match, because if I don't match below, then I'll never get this gem and I lose the match altogether. So it really changes up the thought process that we've talked about a lot here on some general strategies. Like, so a lot of these, look at this, there's a whole left side of my screen is just shaking right now. So I'm going to be able to match these two blues, but then the other ones are going to fly away.
Yep. So that's if you were, yeah, so you just lose matching opportunities.
You lose, or it opens up matching opportunities, because if you're paying attention and you're like, I don't have a match here, but if I wait one turn, that gem will fly away and it'll create a new match. So
yeah, it seems like
cool
it isn't always a bad thing to have that gem fly off the board.
Nope. Sometimes it is definitely helpful. So like, I'm just going for, like, so I made a mistake there. I don't know that I'd completely call it a mistake. I missed the red gem match, but if I wanted to make that match, I would have had to destroy a burst gem. I would have had to match over a burst, and I'm not sure that I would have been happy with losing that burst. So I'm kind of playing the gambling game here of seeing if I can. Nope, and I wasn't able to. That one gem that I missed the match on actually did cost me my free spin. So I was just being. I was playing the odds there. I was hoping for some good. I got a really bad roll there. I only got one match out of that one. Not my fault.
I want to say hi to Freddie and Roselli.
Hi guys.
Thank you. Nice to hear from you.
And tell us how you like the new layout. All right. I'm on last spin and I need 8 more tornadoes. So the important part about this one is just hit 8 tornadoes. So like this one will give me 2, so we're not doing bad there. I had to give up that yellow one, but I'm okay with that. This one's going to give me 2 more. I can get, I'm going to save this red right now. There we go. And by saving the red, I was able to open up that match to destroy that red, and I missed it by 2.
Oh.
Real close. I didn't lose on this one when I was progressing through for the stream beforehand, but you know how it is.
Only when it's live.
Only when it's live. Well, one of those spins was literally match 1, and then no other match was available through the whole thing. So it was an entire reel that was just the unluckiest. Let's see. This is, I believe, just another one. Is this the one I just did? It looks very similar. I think it was. So I'm going to back out.
I was going to say 20 tornadoes. That sounds familiar.
Yeah, I swear, I just did that. Are both the first one and the second one 20 tornadoes? 20 tornadoes there. Second one is also 20 tornadoes.
Wow.
They are both 20 tornadoes on that one. This one's break 20 boulders. So, as you know, to break a boulder, you just need to make a match next to it, except for now, boulders are going to have tornadoes on them. So these boulders will fly away. Now I don't have to worry about matching directly on top of them or making the gem match. I just need to match next to them. So I'll try and find some creative moves. I can't really. I can get 2 here. I'm happy with that. I'll do that. Remember, search for your free spins. That's still our goal. Always should be chasing free spins. I can destroy 1 boulder, and I'll do it. Let's see. Have you got to play this new mechanic much?
No, I haven't. We'll give it a try.
All right, so I've already started her off poorly.
Perfect. Setting me up to...
Totally not my fault.
I got a boulder.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. So yeah, every boulder comes down, it looks like in this one, with 3 turns before it runs away. And it doesn't run away, it flies away in the tornado. You'll notice that as the tornado intensifies or it gets closer to flying away, that the actual image on the item intensifies. So it'll have like 3 rings instead of 1 ring. So you'll notice here they start off with 1 ring, and then they're at 2 rings, and then they're at 3 rings, and then the next turn they'll fly away. So I think that's pretty awesome, visuals to tell you how close you are.
Sorry, I did a continue token.
That's
I'm
fine.
not ready.
That's fine.
I'm not ready to quit yet.
Nope, she's gonna be a winner. Period.
We'll see.
And so yeah.
But it's too fun to put down.
Yep, I know. I like tornadoes quite a bit for some of these, like for the new way that you have to plan your moves out. Like that, it's not like it used to be. You have a timer, except for the timer isn't you lose the game, which is the whole bomb way you play the game, right? It's the timer is you delayed your success. And there's nothing wrong with that, because what will end up happening is sometimes you can use that delayed not blowing up the boulders to get the 3-star, right? You intentionally avoid matching near these tornadoes so that you can, again, build up a high score, and then, oh, she got a super match there. She matched 3 colors at the same time with a wild gem.
I think I missed an opportunity on that last one.
It's okay, I do it all the time. we have video.
Yeah, I'm trying to match 2 all of a sudden for some reason. Yeah, talking and playing and explaining at the same time is
really
tricky.
It really messes with your whole, like, your thought process, right? We're pulling resources from our puzzle solving and turning it into words. Turns out those can be hard to say sometimes.
Yeah, but that was great. I mean, I got to almost 3 stars. 3
Yeah.
stars.
There we go. So we
With
got a
just 1
3-star.
continue token. And I'm no Derek
Yeah.
when it comes to having
No.
a Cascade expertise.
You actually beat the level. That's the difference. I know Derek. I actually
I'm
win.
the expert.
Yeah, I'm expert unless I'm talking. Like, there was a point when you were talking, and I was literally just flying through moves. I'm like, this is so easy when I don't have to talk. And it was pretty awesome. Clear cloudy squares. Let's see if there's anything weird here. So there is a super match down in the bottom, which is kind of weird that you just start off with a super match.
Yeah.
It's abnormal. That's like the prize that you get when you break through all these stones. So I'm just going to try and make some matches. On this one, we're just going to try to make the largest matches we can next to stones. Break as many stones down as possible.
Are these the kinds of stones where if you use a hammer once,
Yep.
it breaks it? Okay.
Yep. And so, let's see, is there a good trick here? No, that trick doesn't. Or does this trick exist? I'm trying to think about a trick, and if it exists here, then I can show you guys something crazy. Is this it? No, because I need to break down these things first. Oh yeah, no, it doesn't exist in this level. It exists in butterfly levels, and I don't know if I ever got to show it to you guys, but it was quite amazing. So there's a way that you can clear the entire board.
What?
Yeah, so if you get a wild gem that's a wild burst gem,
to this.
it's amazing. And you use
wild burst gem?
A wild burst gem. And you use the wild burst gem, to explode a super match. What ends up happening is, since the wild burst gem, so whatever color you match with a super match on the board, it clears off all of that color. Well, a wild burst gem is every color. So what will end up happening is, if you destroy a wild burst gem with like a hammer, since no color was introduced to it, it is considered every single color. And so when it hits the super match, it goes, every color needs to go away, and it clears the whole board.
That's awesome.
You can do that. There's some butterfly levels that you can do it on in the jungle that have this they have all kinds of wild burst gems inside of like the butterflies drop wild burst gems, and you can make super matches pretty easily throughout the level. And all you got to do is use a hammer on one of those, and you'll do a full screen clear, and it's super satisfying.
Awesome.
Yeah,
That's a good tip.
I was trying to think about if we could do it in here, but they don't spawn wild burst gems on the map. The only time that this can be done is if wild burst gems are being spawned on the map in some way, because you need to have that wild break a super match. And anytime you can have a wild burst gem on the map, and there's a super match there, and you use a hammer to break the wild burst gem, and that wild burst gem is what destroys the super match, it's a full screen clear, which is pretty awesome. Now here's a weird note on that, is that there are other super matches on the board.
Wait, there's more.
There's more. If there's other super matches on the board, they will not be consumed, because a super match is not considered a color. So a super match can't target a super match when it's targeting all colors. A super match is colorless.
So what happens to the...
They fall down.
They fall to the bottom?
And they
Wow.
wait to get matched.
I've never seen that.
No, it was weird when I found it.
Was it totally by accident?
Yeah, well, I was just doing, some testing, and
Yeah.
I'm like, this is amazing. And the mechanics always existed. It's just the opportunities to do that aren't always there, which is why, like, some of our mechanics are so awesome, is because they open up completely new gameplay, like,
Right.
mechanics beyond
What has been designed in the
Yes.
game. Yeah.
And so, if you could use a wild burst gem to destroy a super match, you can always clear the board.
That's awesome.
It's
I didn't know that.
It's so fun. I love it.
Okay. We're gonna run out of time pretty soon here.
You've almost got this. There's
I know,
one spin
bro.
left. You get one hammer in.
Can I finish this?
Oh wait, it's this guy up here, so we should try and make matches on this side
Okay,
to clear this
thank
side
you.
out.
It's a team effort.
Nailed it.
Yay! What if I was trying to boost my score?
I'm sorry. You were saying that we're running out of time.
I know.
I
No,
was just
it's true.
supplying.
I needed the
something.
satisfaction of knowing I could get at least 1 star on that
Yep.
level.
Nailed it. And look, see, she won another level. The second I put the iPad down, we become winners.
I love this dog Quixote. Is that the dog's name?
I don't know what his name is.
Oh, what a international sounding farm dog.
He's
Don Quixote.
Amazingly fun. I love seeing him pop up in the levels. Well, thanks
That's
everybody
it.
for watching.
Don't forget to do your daily spin.
Do those.
Enjoy. I think today may be the last day on that staff pick, so be sure you get in there and get those double gems.
Don't forget to authenticate.
Don't forget to authenticate with an account.
Yep.
Don't forget to look for sales this weekend, Hammers of Gold, and
Have fun on the new land.
yeah.
Enjoy your tornadoes.
Let us know what you think in the comments.
Bye guys.
And we'll see you later.